Hey guys, Henry here welcomes you in another episode of Archeology Unveiled, where we'll deep dive into some of the secrets of Thoth and the Emerald Tablets, so stay tuned. One of the most well-known stories claims that the Emerald Tablets of Thoth date back to an astounding 36,000 BC. The Atlantean priest and monarch Thot is said to have created these tablets after establishing a settlement in Egypt after Atlantis sank. Thot is credited with guiding the ancient Egyptian race from a primitive people to a more civilized civilization over an astounding 16,000 years, from 50,000 BC to 36,000 BC. Because of his enormous knowledge, Thoth was able to leave this existence at any time without dying, which allowed him to acquire immortality. He was able to lead several Atlantean colonies, including those in Central and South America, because of his wisdom. Legend has it that before Thoth left Egypt, he constructed the Great Pyramid at Giza, which was incorrectly credited to Cheops. At the entrance to the Great Halls of Amenti, where he concealed his knowledge, he also stationed guards picked from the top of his people. These guards' successors later evolved into the Pyramid Priests, who adored Thoth as the god of wisdom. According to legend, Thoth inhabited different people's bodies in later eras in a way that was similar to how it was described on the tablets. He was known as Hermes Trismegistus, the Three-Born, in his previous life. The Greek deity of alchemy and hermeticism, Hermes later discovered the tablets on which Thoth had recorded his knowledge of alchemy, the birth of the cosmos, the nature of the soul, immortality, magic, and spiritual enlightenment. The last two tablets are very significant since they contain information that is priceless to a diligent student, and are retained with the writings in the Great Pyramid. Egypt, also known as Ancient Ham, was in a state of anarchy in the 1300 seconds BC, which is why priestly delegations were dispatched to other regions of the globe. They included members of the pyramid who carried the tablets with them as a talisman to exert control on the lesser priestly races, the offspring of the various Atlantean colonies, by whom they were less proficient. The tablets are said to grant Thoth's power to whoever holds them. Some of the priests settled among the prosperous Mayan people of South America because they had kept a great deal of the ancient knowledge. The tablets were discovered beneath the altar of one of the major sun god temples after the Spanish had subjugated the Mayans. The letters are composed of indestructible, resistant to the influence of all elements and substances, emerald green tiles formed of a substance acquired through alchemical transformation. One might even claim that they go against some of the known principles of physics. They contain letters that correspond to harmonious mind waves and are written in the extinct Atlantean language, which enables the reader to receive the mental vibration. Rings made of an alloy painted gold are used to secure the tablets. According to one tale, the tablet was written in the language of the birds, an antiquity-related code employed by the knowledgeable to conceal their knowledge from the ignorant. The emerald tiles have become the focus of intense discussion and controversy, with some academics and experts rejecting them because they have concerns that they are ancient artifacts at all. Others think the tablets are real and are filled with priceless mystical and spiritual teachings that have been passed down through the millennia. Scholars of Hermeticism, alchemy, and esotericism have studied the writings on the discovered tablet, which are regarded as a source of wisdom and inspiration by numerous esoteric organizations and spiritual traditions. The book is regarded as a classic of Hermeticism and had an impact on the growth of Western occultism. The Emerald Tablet of Hermes continues to be a subject of curiosity for many people and has served as the inspiration for numerous books, films, and other things despite the controversy and questions surrounding its legitimacy. For individuals who are interested in the spiritual and mystical facets of human existence, it is thought to be an invaluable source of information and wisdom. The city of Alexandria in Hellenistic Egypt, specifically, is where Western alchemy first emerged. If we consider the history of the tablets through the eyes of alchemists, then things look a little bit different. The most important character in alchemical mythology is Hermes Trismegistus, whose name combines the names of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god of wisdom Thoth. It is widely accepted that the Hermetica, purportedly penned by Hermes Trismegistus, serves as the basis for Western alchemical theory and practice. The Emerald Tablet is also thought to have been written by Hermes Trismegistus. According to legend, a tablet was discovered in a tomb located beneath the statue of Hermes in Thyana. The inscribed green stone was still in Hermes Trismegistus' hands when his body was discovered there. After all, tradition also claims that the Egyptian god Thoth is responsible for the construction of the Emerald Tablet. The fundamental scientific laws of the universe were written on 42 emerald tablets into which he divided his knowledge. The hermetic tablets were skillfully concealed so that no human might find them after the demise of the gods. Only Thoth, upon his return to that land, was able to retrieve the enigmatic writings. According to other traditions, Seth, the third son of Adam and Eve, wrote the Emerald Tablets. They were supposedly stored in the Ark of the Covenant. According to other myths, the initial home of the tablets was the fabled Atlantean metropolis. The origin of the original Emerald Tablet is still a mystery, which is why there are many legends about it. Considered to be one of the most important items in Western alchemy, the Tablet of Intentions. The Kitab Sur al-Halaki, a book of the secret of creation and the art of nature, which was assembled from older texts, contains the earliest text that is known to be associated with the tablet. The author of this Arabic text, Belinas or Pseudo-Apollonius of Tyana, is thought to have lived in the 8th century AD. The Emerald Tablet, according to Belinas, was found in a cave tomb. The fact that Bellina's story was written in Arabic despite the fact that the tablet was written in Greek has prompted many to theorize that the tablet was actually written in Arabic. Between the 6th and 8th century AD, refuting the notion that the text was originally written in antiquity. There are theories that the relic was destroyed when the Library of Alexandria was set on fire. The original tablet in question, which Belinas is said to have had, has never been discovered. However, Bellina's translation of the text caught on quickly and was translated by several people throughout the years. The Kitab Astukas al-Asal Thani, credited to Jabir ibn Hayyan, is another early source for the Emerald Tablet. Hugo von Santala's Latin translation of the text allowed Europeans to read it for the first time in the 12th century AD. Ancient knowledge from thousands of years ago is collected in the writing on the discovered Emerald Tablet. It includes a set of guidelines for intellectual thinking, spiritual practices, and magical rites. Scholars and practitioners alike have examined and analyzed the little but powerful text. One of the pillars of Western alchemy, the Emerald Tablet surely had a significant impact on alchemy during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. One of Isaac Newton's translations of the passage, which can be found in his alchemical writings and is housed in the King's College Library at the University of Cambridge, is arguably the most intriguing. One of the world's finest thinkers, Newton is credited with discovering the fundamentals of contemporary physics. Many people do not understand, though, how strongly physics is drawn to alchemy. His work on the translation of the mystical text written on the strange tablet is just one of the many works he has produced in the fields of philosophy, astronomy, and mathematics. It is inscribed with the words truth, no lie, surest and truest. In order to execute the wonders of one thing, that which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below. And because the one served as a conduit for all things to emerge from the one, all things adapt themselves to come from the one. His parents are the moon and the sun. In her womb, the wind carried him, and the earth raised him. He is the creator of the entire ideal world. If he makes it into a piece of land, his power is total. He slowly and expertly distinguished between the fine and the coarse, the soil from the fire. It receives the power of both the upper and lower by ascending from earth to heaven and descending down to earth. You will possess the splendor of the entire world in this manner, and all negativity will vanish from your life. This is the power of forces because it overcomes all subtlety and pierces all solidity. The world was created in this manner. This is the source of all marvels in the world. As a result, I am known as Hermes Trismegistus since I possess all three facets of global philosophy. I've said everything I had to say regarding the sun's work. An influential exegesis on the Secret of Hermes, written by the alchemist Ordolanus in the 14th century, had an impact on how alchemy later developed. Numerous manuscripts of this specimen from at least the 15th century that are related to the Emerald Tablet and the Ordolan commentary have survived. Like Albert Magnus before him, Ordolan perceived the plate as a coded cookbook that detailed laboratory procedures. Up to the 15th century, Europeans had a predominance of this viewpoint. The writings of Johannes Trithemius at the start of the 16th century signaled a change from a scientific to a philosophical understanding of the Emerald Plate. Trithemius associates the one thing of Hermes with the anima mundi and the monad of Pythagorean philosophy. Alchemists, including John D. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa and Gerhard Dorn, followed this interpretation of the Hermetic text. Being an esoteric work, interpreting the Emerald text is a difficult task. According to one interpretation, the text describes the calcination, dissolution, separation, union, fermentation, distillation, and coagulation steps of the alchemical transformation process. Nobody, however, asserts to be fully aware of the truth. As a result, readers are urged to examine the text carefully and look for any hidden implications. One of the most historic and intriguing artifacts, its whereabouts is now unknown. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your feedback in the comments section below. Support us by subscribing to the channel and sharing the video with friends.